Hey everyone, and welcome back to Grounds Family Farm. We are back on the coop build. We got a lot of stuff we're going to try to get done today. Not sure how much will actually happen, but first we got to get this mess cleaned out, and then we're going to let you know exactly what we're going to be doing inside the coop because it still lacks a lot of stuff to be done for the chickens to get to enjoy their new home. But we're getting there, getting really close, and we can't wait until it's finished and y'all get to see a finished project.
Yeah, it'll be great.
Yep. But first we have to clean out all of the stuff that's in here. We've been storing hay in here. I've got a few tools in here. And it's mostly going to be cleaning up the loose hay and straw that's blown around in here and where the girls have been playing.
This was their clubhouse for a little bit.
Yes.
So yeah, we've picked up a few things already, given them some of their toys, like, hey, here's this. And they're like, oh, I've been looking for that.
Yeah, toys, cat treats, dog treats, you name it, they've had it out here. A couple of our stadium seats.
Yeah.
So we've got a big mess to clean up, and then they're going to have to find a new clubhouse because this is not going to be suitable for them when the chickens are in here.
Yeah.
But let's get this mess cleaned up and started. Okay, so what we're going to do, since we don't really have another storage shed here to store hay in, I'm just going to stack it up on this pallet, and then I've got a strap I'm going to run around it, and we're probably going to go take it down to my dad's. Because he's got a couple of big barns that we can stick that in. It should work out fine.
Mm-hmm.
I think so.
Yeah, and there's not a whole lot left, but there is still some left.
There's quite a bit.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's more than it looks because it's...
Well, the other layers have 3 per layer, so 6, 10 bales. Mm-hmm. So less than half of what we bought. I wonder if I want to stick it.
Thankfully, there's grass now, though, so...
I'd rather it not go as high.
Yeah, if possible.
But since I'm running the strap, I'm just going to go the same way on all of it.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of crisscrossing, because it'll hold more that way.
Yeah.
And not stick off. But I think I can stick it on that side like that.
Mm-hmm.
And go 3 wide instead of 2 wide. And
yeah.
it going super high. Because it's going to be high enough as it is.
Yeah.
But like I said, once I get the strap around it, it'll stay. So I just need to stay there until I
may have to hold that one.
Yeah. Just till I can get the strap around it. And I may go ahead and leave 1 bale.
Uh-huh.
So we'll have...
Yeah, for the mama pin.
Yeah, well, I can store it in the shed behind the house.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, 1's not bad to try to put somewhere, but this many can be a challenge. Yeah, it'd be so nice to have all that out of there.
Since I just put hay in there, I might just throw that on top since that's all attached.
Yeah. Got a lot of hay to clean up and just a few more tools and things, but it's not bad.
Yeah, and there's a few spots where there's some water. I don't know if it was blowing in through these cracks or if I missed a hole somewhere up here that I filled in.
I bet it's the cracks.
So we may have to wait until it rains and take a look and see. Because I could have missed a hole. I just don't know. Because it's right under where that one is. But I don't know.
But
and then like around the edges too. So it could be where it just ran in before we had it leveled up.
Yeah. But should be drying out now.
Yeah, Kimberly said she may not be able to do any of the heavy lifting, but she didn't mind to help out and sweep up this old haying mess.
Yeah. I mean, it may not be 100% perfect just because it is hay and hay just like sticks around, but...
Yeah. Plus it was her kids that made the mess. Mine are the good ones. Whenever they do good stuff, they're mine. When it's bad stuff, it's Kimberly's bad influences.
Hey, it wasn't bad stuff.
No, just playing. Which I'd rather than play out here and make a mess than just be sitting in the house wanting to try to be on electronics.
Yeah, no. Electronics, they can be fun and enjoyable, but I want them to be using their imaginations and playing.
They definitely do that out here.
Yeah.
I forgot what all they called this place. I know that it was a secret dojo or something for a while.
Yeah.
And then their clubhouse and then something else.
Yeah, it's been their cat paradise because they brought the cats in here.
Yes. Yeah, there was cat food up around the railing I had to get down to.
Like up top.
Here, I'm going to set this up and go grab that rake. I know I ran over it, but I think it might work good enough to.
Okay.
Yeah, this is what our rake looks like since I ran over it with the gator.
Yeah.
It was an old one anyhow. We've got a good one somewhere. I just don't know. We had it up at the daycare, and I don't know what we did after that. But,
I'm trying to remember if we actually brought it home or not.
Yeah, I don't know. But this will work for the big stuff.
Yeah. Pardon my voice. I don't know where it's gone, honestly, but yesterday I started feeling kind of cruddy, a little stopped up and everything, and then last night I was feeling a little bit worse, and I've had a headache today, and then my voice has started disappearing, which coughing with these ribs is pretty bad. Like, this doesn't hurt it, but I'm not twisting either, really, so.
Yeah, we went down to South Arkansas for our niece's kindergarten graduation, and almost every time we visit down there, her allergies flare up. I don't know what it is, but
there's no telling. Or I could just be getting sick, but.
Which, if you'll get most of that swept up, I'll get that air compressor.
Okay.
At least blow.
Here, if you want to back up for a
most
minute.
of that out.
Yeah, we took a little weekend trip and took the girls just to go do some shopping, and then ended up in South Arkansas for our niece's kindergarten graduation. It was just a nice little getaway.
Yep. Nothing for y'all to see, though, because we didn't pick a camera up while we were gone.
No, we did not. I took a couple of pictures, and if I have any that I could share, then I think I took some
from the movie.
Oh, yeah, the movie, and then the girls at IKEA.
Yeah.
They took some pictures because we love IKEA. If we're in a place that has an IKEA, we always go. Even though we don't buy much, we just go and look.
We usually buy the little trinket stuff for the kids and stuff, but Abby loves to go to all the rooms and
open all the drawers and the cabinets.
Pretty much pick out what she thinks she would like to have in an apartment. She thinks she wants to live in an apartment in the city.
Yeah, Izzy's like, I'm gonna farm. But she loves the organization of everything, and she's like, ooh, I love this. This makes me so happy. So that was fun. But like I said, I'll put those at the end. I only have a few of them, but it is what it is.
So we've got everything cleaned out, getting ready to put in the floor now. And we've told y'all we've way overbuilt this, and we're probably going a little extreme on the floor too. But they're going to get luxury vinyl. The reason is it's 100% waterproof, and we had some left over from another project we were doing, and so it was free. So we are going to figure out this padding. Some of this is used and some is not. So we're going to start laying this out and just see how this goes. Which I may, since that is new where I don't have to join right away. Because it does 100 square foot. So in theory, we should be able to run lengthways the whole way, I think. And just use the new package.
Okay.
And then we won't have to join a half a piece there because we'll only have a couple of runs. Okay, new idea. Because, yeah, this is 4 foot. So 2 runs should catch it.
Yeah.
So that means we won't have to splice the runs together.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Will you give me that knife? Thanks. Yeah, whenever we were shopping, I bought some new shorts because I need some new work shorts. And I have wore a uniform for the last 18 years, almost 19,
yeah,
where I don't have to pick out what I wear every day. so I don't like having to pick out clothes. So I just got them all. I got multiple pairs the same color. That way, the only thing I had to worry about changing out is the shirt. Don't have to decide what color shorts, which I did get 2 different colors. I got town shorts and work shorts, mainly so I would know what not to mess up. So if I'm going to town, I got gray. If I'm at home, I got brown. So if you see me wearing what looks like the same shorts every day, it's new pairs, different ones.
He's got several pairs, and
yes. Okay, so that, yeah, all these look good. So it's just a matter of getting this to come apart. Which that's not doing too bad. I say that and then it starts tearing. They may not even need the padding, but we got it too. Might as well.
Might as well use what we got.
This is where you find out how out of square you were.
We shouldn't have been.
Hmm?
We shouldn't have been very much.
Some.
He's got a friend who
is a great flooring guy. Let's see if I'm as good as him.
Haha.
Okay.
That's good.
So what you want to do is always start your second one halfway. Otherwise, all your joints are going to be in the same spot, and that is not what you want. Because this will just tie the floor together better. But the good thing about this, like I said, had I not watched him do it, I wouldn't have known. But like, you can just take a razor blade and score the top of that, and it just breaks off. Okay, if you will hold down there and get that joint where it's like flush all the way across.
Okay.
You have it where it's level?
Yeah, I think so.
We don't have the proper tools, so we're just
Yeah, that's going.
I'll lock that in there, and I'm just using a board and a hammer. Are those butted up?
Yes.
Okay, so now for the second row and everyone after that, you actually connect it to the previous row first, and you get as close as you can. Use a scrap piece as a connecting board to put between the joints, and then we'll take our hammer and
Nice.
tap, and it should lock it into place.
Yeah, that looks really good.
And if it doesn't lock exactly, you can always use a rubber mallet and tap around too, but that feels smooth.
Yes, it looks good. And we just take this off, right?
Yes.
And move it out of the way.
And then the other thing, we're probably going to start finishing this out though.
Yeah.
Because otherwise we're going to run out of
Stuff to do. Yeah. Keep going. That's good. Right there.
Really precise here.
Yeah. But it is a chicken coop. Even though it's going to be luxurious, it's still a chicken coop.
Yeah, if we were doing our house, we would probably use actual spacers.
Yeah. I'm sure.
Or maybe hire a professional. Who knows?
Yeah.
Okay, slide that in some because, well, not so much it can't touch because we need a gap out there too, but it's not exactly an exact science either.
Do you want to scoot some this way again?
Which way?
Toward the wall, just because like the whole thing.
You got a lot of room?
Yeah, more than at the top. A little bit more. Yeah, you're probably good there.
I mean, it's fine because what I'm going to do to trim it out is I'm going to take cedar and run.
Okay, yeah, kind of like a baseboard almost.
Yeah, I'll probably rip it to that height and just put it all the way.
Yeah, that'd be
just
good.
to kind of, because I don't want to put it too high because I don't want this to collect shavings.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so that can be our joining board, but it can't be good for anything else.
Yeah.
We'll just make sure that we have this lined up right. We got a gap right there too, so.
Nice.
Okay, so we had to stop yesterday and run to town and actually get the right tools. I tried it out before Kimberly got home to make sure we weren't going to need something else, and it worked out. So you'll get to see on the end of this one how it works.
Yeah, I'm glad that helped because it was kind of becoming a pain.
And since we were already there, I went ahead and got spacers too.
Just make life a little easier.
I don't know about that because now they're a pain to deal with.
Oh.
But it keeps some space anyhow.
Yeah.
Not a lot because I'm not wanting to keep it too much because that's going to have some space down there.
Mm-hmm.
Our piece right here to lock those in. Still not?
It looked like it moved a little bit, but it's not all the way yet. It's almost there. There you go.
Is it in?
Yeah.
Smooth?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's pretty cool how that works. So this is going to look so pretty in here.
Well, it will till we throw the shavings down.
Oh, well.
Can you line that up down there? Make sure it
Yeah, you got
locks in good.
There we go.
There you go.
Yep, it went that time.
Okay.
There we go.
Good now?
Yep.
Okay. Let's go ahead and maybe move this stuff
Okay.
over and get this other piece laid down of this junk.
Okay.
Let's see if this will. Is it gonna line up? Oh, it's gonna overlap. Guess let's get it lengthway first, and then we'll flip it over and cut off the edge.
Okay.
It's got a bigger gap there. Oops. It'll work though.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we gotta flip it again.
Oh, that's what the tape's for.
Mm-hmm.
That's what that tape's for.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't help y'all with the flooring, so I didn't know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes, we got it that time.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see if this short one will just work.
Let's hope.
Sometimes they do.
Looks like it just did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Good.
don't know why they all can't be like that.
I know.
Here's that. That's a full sheet right there, right?
Yes, so we'll have to do a partial.
I'm trying to.
Well.
Good?
Yes, perfect. I know, I was so worried that was going to do that.
I thought it was going to be a buckle the way.
Yeah. Okay, so you're going to need a full piece.
Yeah, the cut. There's nothing I got long enough.
Here goes nothing. Nothing yet, but it's still even.
Hang on, it's not right. Still not. Is it? It just didn't look right. Is it good?
Yeah. Okay, it's mostly in down here.
It'll tap.
Okay. Okay, so you want
Swap to the other side, and we'll work from the floor side.
okay. Okay, so
Short piece.
short piece. Not yet.
We'll just have to be careful. It's all down here.
Okay.
And not cut our good floor with this.
Yeah, that'd be terrible. Might cry. I'm glad that worked.
Huh?
I'm glad that worked.
Me too.
And a couple of these did not cut evenly, so that's what we're working with, is trying to even them out a little bit, but use every piece that we possibly can use.
Because we only got that last one's gonna stink because we'll have to.
Oh, trim it on the edge.
Yeah, which I will probably, if I can measure and do it, I may just run it down the table saw.
Yeah.
I'll try a scrap one first to see how that's gonna do. To make sure that it's not.
Make sure it'll work.
Mess it up.
Yeah, with that being vinyl.
Which it should. I mean, if I use a razor blade on it, why couldn't I use a
Table saw blade.
Yeah.
As long as it doesn't eat it up. There we go.
Okay, so lay that down.
Are you serious? That's gonna be close enough to work.
Uh-huh.
Yes! That
As
makes
long
me
as
so
it
happy.
runs all the way down.
Yeah.
Oh, that's your. I think that's your. No, this is a starting piece. It could be.
Yeah.
That's your board.
Mm-hmm.
Is that end good down there? That just looks like it. Maybe just be
Yeah.
with it.
It's in.
Like, what? See that end looks like it's corner sticking up? Is that good?
Yeah, it's just.
Okay. Just making sure that it's.
Yeah.
This is gonna be. No, it's still too short, so we're just not gonna need that.
Yeah.
Stick it down there in that corner. We'll go ahead and hit that.
Well, no, it went over. I may have started. They may have started too close together or something since it broke so quick. Just wondering.
Oh, nope.
Oh, it got narrow right there.
Huh?
It gets narrow.
Yeah, but that's fine, because all I have to do is.
Yeah, because that doesn't matter if you don't have to lock anything in.
Nope.
Yeah, I'll probably just apply pressure on top of it and not worry about the other edge.
We'll try.
Because that's what messed me up the last time. Well.
Good?
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
It's nerve-wracking when you get down to the last little bit.
When we're down this close.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay.
Whew.
Last piece.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure this was going to happen.
No, diamond.
You silly cat. This is not for you.
She's like, oh, I like it. You pretty baby girl.
She's like, I'm getting out of here.
Okay, she didn't like that noise. We have a floor!
Finally.
And we did not have to go get another box.
I know, we still have half a box left, so.
All right.
Okay, so.
Trim pieces?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, now we're going to put trim around the edges, and we decided to keep our cedar theme going, so I ripped a bunch of cedar boards to the right width. 84 1/4. We'll see if your measurement was right.
My measurement, eh?
Mm-hmm. Hold that down a second. This is the one I like. Doesn't have to be measured.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
Perfect.
The right height, you won't catch your toe on it.
Okay. So we have trim pieces, we have flooring.
Trim pieces and flooring. Looks nice.
So nice.
Looks a little too nice for a chicken coop.
Oh well.
They're living in style.
They will be.
Getting ready to hang these up, and then we're going to build our roost on these. So if you just hold that about right there. I don't know if I want to put one in that top or not, because it's probably just going to make that split.
Probably.
It's loud up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Because once we put everything, it'll
be nice
sturdier.
and stable and all that.
But that's just the hinge that's working, but then it will
Yep.
do what we want it to.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't know. I may go ahead and just put this at an angle.
Just to be safe. Okay.
Okay, this is going to be the only problem with it. It's going to be twisted a little bit because...
Oh, the baseboard.
Trim, yeah. Unless I notch it out. Which I don't think I'm going to. I don't think that's going to matter too much.
Shouldn't.
Yeah, it's all, I mean, I could notch that out if you think.
I think it'll be fine, though. Because then you're going to have to worry,
I did not even think about
what?
getting the drill on the other side to put the screws in. I can toenail them in.
Okay.
To make it work. But no, what we did is we went ahead and marked each one of these with them side by side every 1.5 feet. That way we can have a rough idea where we want to put our boards.
Yeah.
And we'll use a level to get them leveled out.
Yeah, I think the 18-inch one is perfect too for the first one.
Yeah. I'm just going to kind of hold it up and then eyeball it first. Put the top corner on the line. Yeah, like that. And then I'll just toenail this. Once I get one in, it won't be as bad.
Yeah, we're still in the middle.
Okay.
Number 2's done.
These will get more and more fun as we go.
Yeah.
You're ending first.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. I gotta get the
Screw started.
Yeah, well, I gotta get it out so I can see where this is gonna go first. Okay, so with that, now what I'm going to do is probably fix a hook or something here, where if you need to clean out the shavings, you just go up and it'll probably have something that'll hook here or here.
Yeah.
Then you still have to watch your head a little bit when you get back there, but still much better.
Yeah.
And then if not, it'll just be on the ground. And then I'll just have to make sure that that's
Not on the basements.
over. Okay, but it's getting dark. I'll kind of give you a rundown of what the plan is now. The rest of the plan is we'll put a door over here, and that will open up out into the run. We're going to put nesting boxes here. Probably have a feeder hanging somewhere in here.
Mhm.
And then the watering system is going to go over on this side wall here. So that it's not underneath where they're going to be roosting. So they don't poop in it.
Super close now, though.
It's getting closer. And we are going to put shavings down on all the floor. So that's one reason we put the waterproof laminate is so that should be good with that. But we're getting really close. I'm trying to figure out if I'm just going to build a door or if we're going to buy a Coop door. I don't know what we should do. Because, a long time ago we had a company reach out to us
about
trying to do a deal, but we were like, we don't have a Coop, so we don't really need a Coop door. But they've not reached out in a while, so. But like I said, in the grand scheme, I don't even know how much they cost. But
yeah, we can look.
I don't know. If it's cheap, I may get it. If it's very much, we probably won't because I just don't really have the money to spend on that if it's very much.
Yeah, but yeah, it's getting really close, and as soon as we get the door built, we can rig up food and water for a while. To make it work.
Yeah, we can use waters and feeders that we have, or just put pans outside like they use now.
Yes.
Where they can actually start using it. We just got to have a way they can get in.
Yep, that's like the only, that's the top priority as far as next steps. But once you get started on that, you should be able to get the nesting boxes and all that built really fast too. So I don't feel like that's going to be as hard.
Have you ever built nesting boxes?
No, but I think with your skills, you'll do fine.
Yeah, I got to find some plans. Because we had those ones with a little rollout thing, but that was junk.
Yeah, I didn't care for those at all.
So we're not using those anymore because they just didn't hold up very well. And there are some really good brands that do hold up, but like I said again, that's another thing with money. And I think I can buy some plywood and build it cheaper than what we could buy. It just takes a little bit of time. But like I said, even if we don't have nesting boxes right away, they can lay in the shavings.
Yes.
So
we can still be working on this as they're living in it.
And I didn't even think we may end up wanting, if there's very many shavings by the door, we may want to put a board there. You'll have to watch your foot coming in, but that way it'll catch the shavings and not let them get out and you're getting the door.
Yeah, we'll see.
Yeah. So it's getting kind of dark, so I'm going to do that. Before we end this, I'm going to run down and give you a quick peek at the garden because many of you naysayers have been wanting to know, do potatoes have to be planted eyes to the sky, or can you plant them like we do and they'll still grow? And we have the answer for you. So here's the big reveal. Does it matter which way you plant potatoes? Does it have to be eyes to the sky, or can you just throw them in? My answer is it does not matter because look at this beautiful stand of potatoes. They came up really well. I might agree, because some of them are just starting to come up, I might agree that it may take them a little bit longer if they have to go around and flip up, but I don't even know if I would say that. I just think that maybe they were just at different stages. But either way, we've got a really good stand of potatoes. There's still more popping up, and I cannot wait until they really get going. As soon as they get a little bit taller, I'm going to hill them up with dirt. I went through today and tilled because grass was starting to come up after all that rain we had. The green beans we planted did not do anything, so I did just till up that spot, and we're going to replant. We may have to go buy some new seed, or I may just try the other seed again, and maybe it's just a bad spot. The peas came up pretty decent. There's some spots that they're better than others, but overall, it's a fairly decent stand. I may just go through and fill in the spots that didn't come up. And all the plants we planted looked fairly good, but after they got beat down with the rain and stuff, because we had a heavy rain right after that, and it really beat them up, so they're still really green. A lot of them's come back. We did have a few that died, but overall they're doing pretty good too. None of the other seeds have come up yet, so we'll just have to wait and see how that goes. So we're making a lot of good progress on the chicken coop. We can't wait to get them in there. Like I said, I am going to measure or at least see what the dimensions of a coop door are, what the hole size it requires, and I may make ours that size, so if we don't get one right now, we can still use the same hole later to fill down without having to do a bunch of patchwork. I'm just not really sure. Can't remember how much they cost, so we're just going to kind of look at that and see. And if it's very much, like I said, we're just going to go ahead and build it. But we're getting super close to getting the chickens in there. Hopefully, tomorrow's going to be a lot of rain, so we're not going to be able to work then. But maybe by the end of the week, we'll have them in there. I am going to go buy some more shavings. 'Cause I didn't think about that when we was at Tractor Supply the other day because we were still so far. We were making a mad dash to Lowe's before it closed, and I had to stop and grab something at Tractor Supply. But I got to go get some cow minerals there anyhow. So probably pick up some shavings in, and then we can get the shavings put in there, chickens in there, and then get those nest boxes done, the feeding system and water, or the feeder and watering system, and they'll be living a life of luxury.
They sure will.
And then I had to work on the tiller to be able to till today, and we just noticed it's leaking some gas. I had to take the hose line off, so I don't know if it may have been dry rotted, and whenever I took it off, it may have caused a pinhole or something. So I'm going to have to look at that and see if I need to replace the hose or not. But the carburetor had gunked up, and the gas tank had a bunch of rust in it. But did a lot of cleaning instead of having to replace it. It cost about $12 for the fuel stuff for it and the carburetor cleaner, but got it running. It worked really good to till all this up, but I just got to figure out what the gas leak is now, and hopefully it's just a hose, because I did have to take the gas tank off and the little inlet barb that goes into that, unless that seals bad. But either way, it should be a fairly easy fix once I have time to find it. So I'll be working on that. That way we can start tilling again. And I actually started working in the high tunnel too, trying to get it where we can plant it, because it was grown up with weeds. I mowed it, and I got one good tilling on it. I know it's going to rain and get wet, but I had to get those weeds worked up into it. So it's getting dark. We still got a little bit of stuff to get done, so this is where we're going to call it. But we appreciate you watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll catch you next time on Grounds Family Farm. Bye.
Bye, guys.